so that it all matches, because you need to match the company name in order to get the branding. Once you have been in and you've created CMAs, your CMAs are all going to be right here. And you can go back in, you can view them, you can view them as a PDF, you can view them as live presentations, or you can go back in and you can edit them too. And also too, is like if you do email your presentations out, you can see how often a presentation's been viewed. This one was for one of my buyers. So I looked at it, she looked at it, and that's it. This is a test CMA. It's got three views. All three of them are mine. So, all right. So this is when you first sign in. This is what you're going to see. Now, to create a new CMA, you have different ways of getting the information in for your comps and choosing and picking and choosing your comps. So one of the things is if you have MLS PIN, you can actually go through and you could say, I just want some solds, single families. Let's just do Chelmsford, boom. And that gives me 129 in the last 6 months. But what you can do is you can go through here and you can pick and choose the listings that you want to use. So say we're going to use 182 Main Street, 136 Groton, and here's a beauty, 71 12th Street. There we go. And once you pick them, once you've picked them, you can come up here and you can click CMA, and this will import your listings directly into Cloud CMA. Now, the other way you can get properties in is you can pick and choose what properties you want, and you can cut and paste the MLS IDs into the presentation. So let me just show you real quick of the front page of when you are creating a CMA, right? And if you come down here, oh, I have nothing here. I didn't import anything on that one. Let's go back to CMAs. Let's see if this one had it. Nope. All right. Here's what we're going to do. Here we are. Brand new, right? We're going to create a new CMA. And what we'll do is this will be a Tom Sellerman, not a real person. So this is going to be a test CMA. And he's probably number what? Who knows how many have done this. Next, so what's important, what is required, you do need to put in the client's name, and you can put different notes in here. The notes are only visible to you. Then you need to put in a property address. So I'm going to put in 6 Marina Road. As I type, it gives me the choices. And I'm going to click on 6 Marina Road because it's a property that I know, and it is 3 bedrooms, bath and a half, 1280 square feet. It's going to pull the information directly from tax records. So it automatically filled in 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1280 living space. As a residential, you can get advanced information. It knows it's on a 1/2 acre land, built in 1967. Current taxes are 6039. I know that it has a 1-car garage, so we'll put that in. Style is a ranch. So you can put this information in, but here's the whole idea is that when you do it correctly and you put the address in, you'll be able to pick and choose, and it'll kind of autofill. Now, if you had a list of MLS ID numbers that you wanted to put in here, you could copy them and then paste them in right here. Or if you had gone through your MLS and chosen which ones to put in, the ID numbers MLS ID numbers would be right there. But you have, so the great thing about Cloud CMA is it will pick your comps for you if you want, which is really good. You know, it's like when you're doing research for a CMA, sometimes sometimes I do CMAs two different ways just to find out where the real market value should be. So you can do it two ways. You can say proc automatically find listings near the subject property, and it's going to look geographically. Now the downfall on this is if you are close to a town border, it may pull listings from a different town. And even like my house, I'm on the Merrimack River, but across the river is Drake at a different town. So if I do it with my address, it will actually pull in Drake and Lowell. And you really can't do a CMA with using two different towns. It doesn't really work well. But so I usually don't use that, but you can. But if you leave all this blank, right, and you click here on fetch listings, it's going to automatically search for listings for you. Now, it's going to be a wide variety, but it is going to be based in that area. I don't know why they have a geographical option, because this one works pretty well anyways. And so what we're going to see here is it's going to pick a bunch of nearby properties. And in fact, it has. And it says, okay, the check marks are properties you're going to be using. These have not been chosen, right? But you might look at this and say, oh, 19 Clarissa, let's see, that's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, pretty big house. That doesn't really compare. We won't use that, even though it is a ranch and everything. But let's go back in here and say, well, all of these. So I think it did a pretty good job actually of choosing. Tammy Road, definitely a comp. 24 Clarissa, definitely a comp. 12 Prairie, that was a split entry. Not a ranch, but still it's a comp in the neighborhood. Comanche Drive, Sandra Drive. 28 Sandra should be a pretty big ranch. So all of this is what it's chosen. And you see over here, it says the low price 500, median 613, average 613, high price is 714, 715. But you can also come down here and say, well, you know what, maybe let's see what else is out here as far as that goes. I see all the other comps. Oh, here's 19 Clarissa. Even though it's got 2.5 baths, it is a 3-bedroom. Well, that was canceled though. And I see it was relisted and it's currently active, saying it has 4 bedrooms. Okay, so and the price the price increased. Hey, add a bedroom, increase the price. There you go. So let's take a look at some of these. You can pick and choose. So we could say, hey, let's use this one, let's use that one, right? Or not use that one. And let's work on this one. Let's say we want to add 24 wilds, right? You can make notes and adjustments in here. If you click on this, it's going to show you some information about the property. So there we are. One of the nice ranches, right, and everything else. And say you want to use this. You can also make adjustments to the price. Now, you're not going to make adjustments as an appraiser. What you're going to do is make adjustments to the market value, what you think the marketing value of the property is. And when you do that, you're not, and when you do a CMA, you're not affixing a value. You're getting a marketing range set up. And so you can make small adjustments. And so like we know that Wilds Road has an extra bedroom, right? And so what you would do is you would say, well, okay, extra bedroom that is here where our subject property is here. So what you want to do is you want to try and even them out. So what you would say is, all right, if this 4-bedroom was actually only a 3-bedroom, it would have sold for down here. And what you're trying to do is trying to get a marketing range. And so you can go bedroom here, right? And you can say, hey, maybe a bedroom is, because it had one more bedroom, you're going to try and make it equal to the subject property. So you would subtract, and you would subtract, say, 25,000, and we'll save that. And now it's going to make an adjustment. Instead of selling for 605, we're saying, well, if it only had 3 bedrooms, it probably was sold for 580 instead, you know. And then you can make additional adjustments too, right? So this one had 2 full baths, and our subject property only had a bath and a half. So you might say, well, that makes it a half a bath difference, right? And again, you're going to bring it down, right? And you would say, all right, so let's subtract, let's say $5,000 for half a bath. Who knows, right? Whatever the marketing is, how much do you think a buyer, it's like, if a buyer sees it's a bath and a half as opposed to 2, would they pay $5,000 more for a 2 bathroom? Probably, so, and then we're going to save this. And now we made more adjustments to the price. And it also made the choices differences over here too. So, so once you've done that, and you can keep it and everything, it'll give you a little notice over here that the price has been adjusted. So, the other thing is, while you're on this page and you're picking and choosing your comps, right? There's a map to kind of help you out, and you might say, like, well, this is a totally different neighborhood. Maybe I wouldn't use it. You don't know, but just so that this information is there and to help you figure out the marketing, the price range of where this property should be. Now, if you like to use net sheets on your CMAs, Cloud CMA has that ability, but one of the things you need to do is you need to put in some type of a price or a price range in here, right? And so right now it's saying the average is 609, the median is 600. So you might want to say is, yeah, I think, 599, 900 to 609, 900, right? And say that's going to be my range. And because of that, you're going to be able to do a net sheet, and you can make the changes on the net sheet right here. So what it's saying is it's showing you all the comps, right? And so and looking at the solds, it's saying pretty low range right there and everything, but you can add in different things here, like tax stamp, right? Which is going to be $4.56 per thousand, and this is around 600, so probably around $2,500 would be a tax stamp, and this is how you can build a net sheet. Recording fees, right? Maybe the recording fees are going to be about $450. Put it in, and then you can put in your commission, marketing fee, and so just to pick a number real quick, so 30,000. Oh. And we'll save that. And so you can work a net sheet so you can let the seller know, hey, look, you know what? If we sell for, around 600, 609, you're going to walk away with about maybe 566 in your pocket. So you can create this net sheet, and and you can have that as part of your CMA. So, all right. So now that we've done that, and we've come down here and we've chosen which properties we want in our CMA. You can go crazy and say, well, this is a 4-bedroom. Here's a 4-bedroom. Maybe I should make the price. You can make those adjustments, or you can just say, you know what, they're all part of the neighborhood and everything. Parley Road, 4 bedrooms, 2,000. Wow, nice price. Let's take a look at this one then. Yeah. So you know what? We can just go ahead and leave it in. I think if this was a real CMA, I would go into more detail and probably remove that one. But all right, so now that we've figured out our net sheet, and you don't have to use a net sheet if you don't want to, but you can. Now that we've done that, and we've chosen which properties we're going to use, we scroll down here to the bottom and we're going to customize the report. Now, this is where you will be able to pick and choose what properties, which pages you want in your CMA for the PDF, right? Now, when you open this up, it's going to have a list of pages here on this side. These are all the pages that are going to be inside your report. Over here, you're going to have extra pages and chapters that you can put in. So extra pages is there's an agent resume and what is a CMA I could put in. Down here on guidance, there's a lot of good stuff here. Selling your home, negotiating with buyers, what is a short sale, all this information, you can add according to the situation. Now, one of the things I want to point out is if you do this, the default is to add all of the pages into the CMA. And to see what these pages look like, you can just hold your mouse here, click on the eye, and it's going to open it up, and you're going to see what these pages look like. This is a beautiful one with a big LAER logo and everything, right? LAER Marketing, another great page from the marketing department. Whoops. Huh. All right. Let's take a look. Number, right? There we go, the number. About LAER. Yep, great map, 1.5 billion. Cares, places to work. LAER Marketing. Boost, we're not using Boost anymore. Yes, we are. I'm sorry, I got confused for a second. Yep, Boost is here, that's good. And 20-point marketing plan, that's another good one, right? All of these you can use. Now, I don't know why this one's a blank page, but we're going to remove it then. And if you do that, you can see it created a column, another chapter where you can add pages, and that's the one that we just removed. I don't know why it's coming up blank. We'll figure it out. But anyway, so these are the pages you're putting in. Now, one of the things that you can do is you can see how I have the title page up here at the top, right? But say you want to change pages around, you can click and drag, and you can move pages around like this, right? And put them in a different order. Also, if you come down here to say guidance or closing marketing action plan, first impressions, let's add that page. I like that one. Staging your home's good, right? Moving checklist, that's good. Negotiating with buyers, CMA versus appraisals. So as I click these plus signs, it's putting them into here down below. So, and then for a CMA, I don't have any testimonials. I don't have a testimonial page, so I just got rid of that one. And whoop, I think I got rid of quite a few, but I don't think I needed anything from there. Okay. So anyways, once you pick and choose what properties you want, you're good. Now, one of the things I want to point out is over here on the left, when we first signed up, we didn't have this LAER Realty Partners folder because all the pages were here. But over here, this should be the only thing that you see, right? If you come in here and you see other pages, other sections, let me show you. I'm going to change the theme. So one of the things you need to do is make sure that you have chosen the LAER theme, and that is right here where the theme is right here, right? Right now it says modern, royal, and royal blue and black, right? And so if you and you can see it doesn't have any of the LAER pages in here, right? And so let's just say our company, it's going to generate a generic one, and you can see the LAER logos are gone and everything, right? So if you come over here and you see additional things like a power pack pages, so with Cloud CMA, you can actually buy pages to put in. Tom Ferry pages, you can actually add those in too, right? For a fee. But you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that over here on the theme, you want to make sure that it says LAER Realty Partners. Now, so when we click here and you see all these different theme colors and everything, right? You want to scroll all the way up to the top, and then if you have the company name at the front where we put it in, remember back here when we clicked here, we went to profile and everything. So back here, if you put the company name as LAER Realty or LAER Realty Partners or LAER Bowen, you will be able to choose LAER Realty Partners for branding here. If you click here and you see a whole bunch of other companies and everything, you know that you didn't quite get the name of the company correct. So we're going to click here, LAER Realty Partners, and I'm going to choose that theme, and now it's going to reset. And you can see it got rid of all the Tom Ferry pages and all the premium pages that they want to charge you for. So everything here is free. So that's the good thing. So now we are back here. And this LAER marketing page is back in there too. So I'm move it back. And then let's take a look down here. And it put all my testimony. I'm going to get rid of the whole chapter. Boom. And it's gone. Right? No, it isn't, huh? Boom, boom. There we go. All right, so all this is back. And now that we're done, we're going to click on Publish Report. And it's going to create a PDF. So there's two ways that you can do a presentation with this program. One is the traditional way. It will create a PDF that you can print at any of the offices on the color printer. If the admin is there, she'll bind it for you. If not, we do have the binding machines that you can use. We have different offices. Some of them have the spiral. Some of them have kind of like that flat strip. So everything is here, and that would be for the view of the PDF. The other way of doing the presentation would be the view live, but we're going to take a look at the PDF first. And I didn't move my pages around, so the title page is down below. So, but here are all the pages for this CMA, and as you can see, they all look beautiful. They all have the LAER logos, the LAER colors, everything, right? Really great. And then here, I meant to move this page up to the top, but I didn't, but that's okay. If you have a photo of the property, you can put it in here. Or it will just pull up a map photo. So here's more information, and you can pick and choose what pages you want in here and everything else. And then here is going to be the map of the comps, right? Here are the comparables that you chose. And it'll have these all here, all the way down to a map of the comps, and here are the comps. And then it'll have a summary of comparable properties. I didn't choose any actives. I only chose solds. I guess there was nothing active then. So it's looks like it's all here, right? Yep. All of these are solds. And then here are the listings. And so for the listings, what I've done is I chose that I want the two first photos that are in MLS. This agent just put two photos very similar. But then as you scroll down, you'll see that here are all the photos from that MLS, right? Here's the two. And so this is the style of CMA that I've chosen. So now this was good. This agent had the first photo of the front of the house. The second photo was a good feature of the property. That's a good way of doing it. So it has two different photos, the descriptions, everything else, and then the the next 12 photos that were in MLS. So as you scroll down, this is the CMA, the properties, and if you have this bound in a book, you can sit and do the presentation in front of the seller. I'm going to scroll down here. Oh, there we go. This is the one we made adjustments to. It actually sold for $605, but we made other adjustments. So, And now here's the analysis. Now, I didn't realize I only chose sold properties, but if I had chosen also actives and under agreements, there would be several graphs here, but it'll be a graph of the 11 sold properties, you know, the lowest, the highest, and the average. And this is a good page. This is a page that you can choose to use or not. Basically is how accurate are the Z estimates, right? So basically it's showing here that uh, uh, with Zillow, those prices can be off by $50,000, right? So you know you can't rely on Zillow. So you might want to use this page, especially if somebody is saying, hey, you know, Zillow said my house was worth more. You can show them and say, yeah, but you know what? You know, this sold for 500. Zillow said it was 525, you know, and there's a $25,000 difference right there. So Zillow is wildly inaccurate, and you can say that. So the next page is sold analysis. Average days on the market 18, average sold for 104% of the asking price, and it just goes through and gives you the list. And then here was the suggested price, $599 to $609. And then we go down here, and here is the net sheet. And then this one is showing the time it took to sell. And so basically is the blank circle is the asking price, and the solid circle is the actual sold price. So you can see, like here, this one was asking approximately $490 and sold for $575, whatever. So it shows what the list price, what the sold price was, and what the percent of list price. So 29 Janet Road, asking $499, sold for $580. So this is the average price per square foot. And if you look at this, it gives you kind of a graph, and you can come in here and say, you know what is Mr. Seller, you have, you know, this, which is your home is like around 1,500, and you can probably put a dot right there that represent your home. So you would be selling for around, you know, 580 or so or whatever. So this is the traditional CMA as a PDF, and that's what Cloud CMA will do. Now, for any CMAs, there is a different view, a different presentation view. It's called the live view, and it's pretty good. So I'm going to click here, live view, and it's going to load this up. So the live view would be good. You can load it onto your tablet or iPad or whatever, or use the laptop in front of the seller. And this is what it's going to look like. And it's going to have the cover letter about LAER, LAER mission, marketing plan, LAER numbers. We've seen this page before. It looks good, right? And so when you get here and you say you open the whatever page you want, right? And then from there, you have other ways of navigating through. So you can go back a page to the marketing plan, or back to the LAER number, or best places to work. LAER marketing and photography is here. Oh, I think I'm moving too fast. No. There we go. Anyway, so LAER number or whatever. So you can navigate back and forth this way. Now, the other cool thing is you click here on this marker here, right? And you can say, you can use this to circle and where'd it go? There we go. To emphasize things as you're doing the presentation. And then as you go to the next one, right? And you come back to it, it's been cleared. So pretty cool. So let's keep going here. Marketing, LAER tech, what is a CMA, comps. This is pretty cool for doing your presentation. This is part of what you could see here. And here are all the comps that we've chosen, right? And you can click here and cycle through, show them to the seller. There's more information down here, right? And it says, days on market, list price, sold price, original price, number of bathrooms and square foot and everything else. And it also lets you know, it's like, one bath, two baths. It also lets you know here is like, this is 58% larger, 59% larger. So you can see how things compare. It's pretty neat. And then you can also click here and you'll actually see the whole listing, and you can, as part of your presentation, you can scroll through showing these things. Pretty neat. And then even while you're here, you can add adjustments, right? And you can say, wow, you know what? It's this is 3 bathrooms. Wow. And so that's like, more bathrooms. So if we were to equalize this, it would probably be what, maybe 15,000, right? And 15,000, boom, you enter it, and it made an adjustment. So, you can do this if you want to try and help, the seller understand. It's like, yes, that one sold for way up there, but look at this. It had, 3 bathrooms and whatever. But you can click here and go to the next property, click here and go to the next property. And then you can click here and go back to all the comps right here. And you keep scrolling through and looking at everything. So after the comps, there's the average price per square foot. And here's that graph again. And you can say, okay, well, with your property, maybe you would probably be around here or so, right? But it's a good, useful graph, and people love graphs. So average pricing, if this was, if we had chosen under agreement and actives also, you would have more than just this one graph. You'd have more graphs underneath. But here's a neat thing. It's like showing you what the average price is and everything else. And you click here though, and it's going to show you what the property was, right? So this one is Sandra Drive, right? Probably a little bit larger ranch, but very, very similar. And then when you're done with that, you can click here. And so as a live presentation, you can click on all these different things. And here this showing you the time it took to sell, and the original asking price, selling price, valuations, sold date, sold price. If you want to use this page, you can. It just shows you how far off Zillow really was. Action page, and you can actually even upload your own pages here too. So all of this is great. Now, if there are pages, so when we first went through and chose the properties, and then we chose the property pages to be in the CMA, that was for setting up the PDF. There is a different way here where you can pick and choose what pages you would want in your CMA, and you click here on customize, and you can click and unclick the eyeball to see whether it's really going to be in here or not. So and then you can also, by the way, you can also move things around. Boom. You can put pages in different orders and everything else. And then when you're done, click on done, and you're done. So, all right. So that is the 2 ways you can do a presentation, the PDF and the live. Let me just check and see if anybody here has any questions. No questions there. Let me take a look over here. One second here. And I'm going to click here. And no questions here either. Okay. Looks like everybody is good. All right. So, and then a couple of other quick things is you can create a flyer here. If you uploaded your oh, sorry, hang on one second here. All right, so if you had uploaded your photo. You can create a flyer for a property this way. But let's go back to the CMAs, and as you can see, this one's been added. Obviously not in order, but anyways, this one's been added, so it is one of them ones that I can always come back, I can always go, I can edit, stuff like that. So let's take a look at, let's see here. Yep, this one has listing IDs that were imported. So so that's pretty much everything for Cloud CMA. The most important things to remember is that when you first sign in, you want to go to your account settings. You want to put in your company name here. However you write the name in here is how it's going to look like on your presentation. So always remember, use all caps for LAER. So LAER Realty or LAER Realty Partners or LAER Bowen. And then always remember, you save your profile right here. And then for MLS credentials, this is especially important if you have more than one MLS. You will always be, you can switch between the two MLSs. You can do an MLS from one, I'm sorry, you can do a CMA from one MLS or another, not both. But anyway, so, and I'll always click update. So I think that's probably everything that is here. There's a there's more things you can create, buyer tours, you can do flyers, stuff like that. Let's see, this was a flyer I did a while ago. Oh, it looks like I can edit it. I don't know why, but maybe it's too old. Must be too old. But anyways, CMA, and there you go. All right, let's see. Nope, no questions here, so we're good there. And no questions there. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining. If you have more questions about Cloud CMA, email happyagent@laerrealty.com, and we will be happy to help you. Have a great afternoon. Let's see.